Hello everyone, Gregtech here, and welcome back to Gregtech New Horizons Season 2. This is a little bit of a different episode because we are transitioning the style of this series, which I know some of you are going to be disappointed to hear, but I just wanted to get it out there. I wanted to make this video rather than just have the episodes kind of stop in a weird way because I want you all to be aware of what's going on. So for those of you that are watching this recorded episode from future YouTube, that particular avenue of watching this series is going to stop, which I know is a downside for many of you, especially because I had said it's not that much work for me. It's pretty easy to just hit the record button, and then all I have to do is make a thumbnail and upload it, and I'm done. The problem is that this has become primarily a streaming series, and by that I mean I'm spending a lot of time interacting with chat. The way that I'm playing is a little bit of like a fluid, organic flow. I'm not just like planning out, I'm going to do this project today and I'm going to do this project, and I can record the before and after. So really, I think as you guys may have noticed already, the recording and the edited versions of these episodes just weren't quite the highest quality anyway, because I was getting stuck and I'm like, oh, I want to do this thing, but I want to make sure the recorded future YouTubians get to see this thing, so I can't do that yet on stream. And it was really making me feel stifled and pressured, and like I couldn't just play and just enjoy the game because I had to make sure everything fit into the recorded YouTube episode. And so that was actually a really big downside, and I felt like it was making the stream quality of content actually worse and lower. And I also don't feel like the recorded episodes were like A+ quality either. So I am going to transition. And again, I know that this is a little bit of a downside for some of you, but I'm going to transition to this is a streaming only game. However, that doesn't mean you have to watch it live. The VODs of the live stream are fully available on YouTube. They're just in the live section of my channel and not the videos section of my channel. And I know that for some of you that's a downside and it doesn't show up the same way on the algorithm. There's a part of me that's like, should I also just upload the full stream as a video? But I really don't think I should. I don't think that's the right path. What I will do, and my plan, is to do a channel, or not a channel update, a series update, a base update and tour once in a while, and release that as an actual episode as part of the series. So that's what this episode's going to be. It's going to be pretty short, 5 to 15 minutes, I think, is kind of my goal for these base updates. And it's just to kind of, you know, every 10, 20, 30, 50 hours, I want to do a base update and show you guys kind of the stuff since the last one. So this base update's not going to be super long because I haven't done a ton since the last episode. In the last episode, we went to the Nether, we got sulfur, and that's kind of where we stopped. And I have started smelting that rubber with sulfur dust and raw rubber dust, and we get the raw rubber dust from this extractor. I don't think we had the extractor in the last episode. I can't remember, but the extractor just extracts slime balls to get raw rubber dust, and you throw that in with sulfur dust, and that gets you glorious rubber bars. And then you can put those rubber bars into, you know, the forge, or did we forge hammer them? Why can I not remember if we forge hammer them? No, I think you just have to do something else to get the rubber sheets. Yeah, I think I've just been crafting them into rubber sheets with the hammer. What? How am I getting rubber sheets? Oh, sorry, it's alloy smelter with this mold that's sitting right in front of me. Woo, crazy. Anyway, so we were able to get some rubber sheets, and that got us our piston boots. So that was one that I had originally wanted to have on video, but it just worked out to be on the stream. Piston boots let you step up a full block, and it's so nice. And between the piston boots and the glider, we now have much better ability to explore around the world. And piston boots, I mean, when you're going up a cliff like this or a hill, it's just so nice. Look at this. Look at what we can do with piston boots. It's glorious. It's absolutely glorious. So, anyway, for those of you that are disappointed, I do want to apologize because, like, you guys have gotten yanked around quite a lot in this series. I already changed once from editing to non-edited, and now I'm changing from having a trimmed down version of the VOD to not having that at all. So I do apologize. I normally don't like to do things that way, but it's just kind of how this series has evolved. I think it's just felt different than I anticipated it to. I've really enjoyed streaming and hanging out with Twitch and YouTube chat and just wanting to dink around and play the game. And I think for the Zen Garden experience that I'm going for, I actually need to stop doing the trimmed versions of the videos. I think it's actually making it worse, not better. So I think I will actually have a better Zen Garden experience, and I think those who are watching and being a part of this experience will have a better time too. So again, some of you, I know you said you don't have 5 hours to watch a video, and I do apologize. If you're that kind of player, you might just need to pop into the live VODs once in a while and just click around. Or if you're not interested in that, then you'll just have to wait for the base update videos to come out once in a while. Another person left a comment that I think was really helpful for my headspace, which was also, I'm creating types of content for everybody already. My Pyanodons series is episodic and it's only YouTube. There's no Twitch chatter and YouTube live chat, you know, like, and it's not a 5 hour long VOD. It is like a focused experience where I'm talking just to the YouTuber. So I think for you future YouTubians, like, I am making content for that style, and I'm making the live content for Hangout style with gtnh. And I think trying to make the series everything for everyone all at once, or whatever the title is, I think trying to make it all things to all people was just not working. And I think it's actually for the best for everybody if I switch styles. Again, I do apologize because I know that's kind of yanking the rug out from some people who were like enjoying this series as a pre-recorded version, or as a edited recorded version, or trimmed recorded version. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. But base update wise, this is where we're at. We're just about to enter LV. So we've finished a lot of random quests in the Stone Age. Like, you can see the page is even more complete. There were a lot of random things, like even just holding copper ore, or we got, I'm surprised this isn't finished. We have made some iron chests, I thought. Anyway, we've got more there, and we've got quite a few more finished in here. We got all of our tool forge. We did make a scythe. I don't remember if that was before the last episode. So now we can gather our bonsais with a scythe. Let's show off that goodness here. This is so beautiful. Check this out. Bloop. Bloop. With 4 clicks, we have the power of gathering everything. It's beautiful. So, yeah, we got the scythe. What else have we done? I think for the most part, that's kind of all we've done with the base. And yeah, like I said, the future YouTube. Oh, and we made the drawer wall, which was not that expensive. With auto crafting, it makes drawers easy. And drawers themselves are not that expensive. It's mainly the drawer upgrades that are more expensive. Where's the... It's only the oak drawer that actually has a recipe, but I don't even see it here. There we go. Yeah, it's just 4 chests per drawer. So you do need quite a bit of flint, I guess. Yeah. Until we get the assembler, in which case chests get a lot easier, and it's just planks and you don't need the flint anymore, which is nice. But yeah, added in some pillars because this drawer wall looked kind of weird here without that. And we also made some barrels finally. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Stop with the putting stuff in inventories. No! Oh my gosh. That is one feature of the lunchbox that I really do not like. I wish I could turn that feature off. It's gotten me into trouble infinity more times than it's helped me. I've never once wanted that feature, and it's only ever gotten me into trouble. Anyway. So yeah, I think we'll call it an episode there for you future. Oh no, let me talk about this. Sorry, we made this whole thing too. This is the other piece of the base tour that we forgot. So what this is a very early automated furnace setup. There were multiple people telling me all about the glories of the steam oven from Railcraft, but I didn't want to make it, and I didn't, so here we are. I would recommend, what I did here is brass item pipes. I would recommend either regular size or large brass item pipes for the throughput, because it's a little tricky to explain, but you need to have, you're like 1 stack a second. 10 furnaces only makes 1 item per second, not 64 items a second. And you'd be right. But the way item pipes work is that really means 1 operation per second. And it will move 1 full stack at a time per operation if it has both the input as a full stack and the destination can accept a full stack. If it can't, it will just move 1 item. And that will count as a full operation. So here we have 1 operation per second, essentially. And the conveyor will move a whole stack in, but if this furnace right here has 63 out of 64 items, it'll just move 1 item and fill up the stack to 64, and that will count as its operation. And then that will be the 1 operation per second. So essentially, brass item pipes can handle up to 10 furnaces because they smelt 10 items per second. And then we've got a conveyor pulling in to the chest. So that conveyor is set on import. And then there's a conveyor pulling into this pipe from a chest just filled with fuel. So we can put whatever fuel we want in here. Birch, you know, planks are easy enough for me. So that's what we're going to fuel all these furnaces with. So now basically I can just throw stuff into the top here and it'll come out the bottom nice and smelted. It's been working great so far. So I like it. And I don't think we've done much else with the base since the last episode. I did put my slime trees on some sort of pedestals here so that we can lumber axe them down. Bloop. And that's very nice. But honestly, like, the amount of slime we need is pretty low, so this is probably enough for, like, until we have a better solution for rubber, to be honest. It's crazy how good slime trees are. I know we spent a lot of time searching, and I think it was worth it, because this is all we need to do now. And it's very nice. So yeah, I think with that, we will call it a YouTube episode. Again, for those of you that have been a fan of the you know, video version in the video section, I do apologize, but this is how it's going to be from now on. Thank you for understanding. Please let me know in the comments what you think about this. I'm going to be titling the episodes Base Update or Base Tour, or a mixture of those 2 words, for the coming episodes. So rather than titling it like episode 15, I'll call it Base Update 2. Base Update 3, because it's a very different form of video. So it's kind of a new series now, is the Base Update videos. And like I said, they're going to be much more sporadic. We're talking like big jumps since the last time, where I just cover kind of some of the major stuff. And yeah, with that, I'll bid you all adieu. Thank you for those of you who have stuck with the recorded series up through this point with all its bumps, and I appreciate you guys understanding and being patient with me. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're disappointed, that's totally fair. You can let me know your disappointment, you know, be kind to me as a human, but like, I do understand if it's a little disappointing for you. But just given where I am personally with this series, it just makes a lot more sense for me to make this transition, and I think I will end up getting a lot further in the series. I think burnout will be far less likely and things like that. So I appreciate you guys understanding. As always, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next base update video.